If you're not making money in your sleep, you will work for someone else your entire life. Welcome back, free thinkers, to Grow Rich, Grow Happy, the place where we follow those breadcrumbs to wealth. Today, I want to dissect the article I just came across, and I feel like it's important. At first, when I was reading, I was but I feel like it's important because I believe more stuff like this is going to pop up. In the article, they're talking about they're poking holes in Donald Trump's pro crypto stance, and they're using some of the things he said in the past to create a little bit of FUD out there. So I'm going to look at this with you guys, but I'm also going to show you something toward the end of this video to show you when you're doing research and when you're reading articles, you have to remember that you're reading someone else's opinion first off, but you also have to leverage your own thoughts and your own opinions and not take everything so literal and at face value. So that's what we're going to talk about. If this is your first time here, I want to thank you for joining the crew, joining the Grow Rich, Grow Happy community, wonderful community. And I ask that you just do me one big favor. Smash that like button. Smash that like button and give us a sub if you want to see content like this, more content like this in the future. And by all means, make sure you hit that bell notification so that you don't miss an upload. So let's jump over here and check this out, guys. All right, check this out. They said, opinion. Trump's crypto investments are a big problem. So when I saw that, I said, okay, what are we talking about? All right, they said Donald Trump's financial disclosures have been released and they've exposed an uncomfortable truth about the Republican nominee. And let me just say this too. Uh, this is not a political channel. This is not a political video or anything. Whoever you like, or I don't get into that. This is crypto. That's why I report it, because it has something to do with crypto. And I know a lot of you guys out there depend on great information and different things on your crypto, on the future of crypto, and your wallet. So that's what I do. I find stuff like that and report it to you. Okay, back to the scheduled program. All right, it says in recent months, the former president has sought to position himself as the pro Bitcoin candidate, pocketing millions of dollars in donations from industry heavyweights. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. The minute he said he's for Bitcoin and for crypto, everybody just went nuts because this is a new dawn for cryptocurrency. And the last thing people want is someone who's going to oppose everything that's been built up with crypto. So, yes, he did. Everybody just started throwing money at him, like, take my money. They said he suggested that the U.S. should copy El Salvador by creating a strategic Bitcoin reserve, meaning the government would hold on to seized crypto rather than sell it. And I know he said that. So, he said, well, maybe we could pay down the U.S. debt. Maybe we could pay this or pay that if we hold crypto. Okay, everyone knows that. All right. And then they talk about this one particular outlandish policy calls for an all remaining Bitcoin to be mined in America, which is impossible. A rather surreal idea that might be difficult to achieve. They said, based on all of this, and this is where it gets interesting, guys. Based on all of this, you'd assume that Trump is an avid hodler, a billionaire who's aggressively accumulating Bitcoin because he believes it's the future of money, like all of the other billionaires that are hodling all this. Michael Saylor, BlackRock, everyone is just hodling all this Bitcoin. So you think a pro Bitcoin president person going for president is going to do the same. But that's not the fact. They says, but in fact, the opposite is true. Why? Because official documents show that the 78-year-old doesn't own a single sat. This should send alarm bells ringing among Bitcoiners. According to the Federal Election Commission, he does have some crypto investments between 1 million and 5 million in Ether, to be precise. And then they say here that Arkham Intelligence, and there go that name again, guys, Arkham. This is another one. I should have included them on that list of cryptos also. Arkham Intelligence. These guys, I've been calling these guys for a while. I can't remember what their price is right now. I haven't checked in on them in a bit, but this is one of those crypto scam tokens. They're not a scam, but they're basically giving names and different things to people who might be scamming, and their technology is able to decipher crypto wallets and tell you, well, this one belongs to maybe someone over here, this billionaire over here, because crypto wallets are hard to really track because they're a bunch of numbers, but these guys make it possible, which I think is a great thing, especially when you have so many crooks out here just laundering money and just taking citizens' hard-earned money. So I think this Arkham Intelligence, I've run across them so much in articles. I really believe they're one of those investments that is very undervalued right now, but is going to do well in the bull run. So I like Arkham Intelligence, and for those of you wondering, you can pick them up on Coinbase. I do know that much because I actually hold some. All right. They say Arkham Intelligence, which tracks his wallet, claims that the total value of the crypto holdings now stand at 3.4 million, and a decent chunk of this is in illiquid uh, altcoins such as Trog. In case you're wondering, it's a mascot. Its mascot is a frog wearing um, a "Make America Great Again" hat. So here's Donald Trump's crypto wallet, and as you see, there's no Bitcoin in there at all. None. So I look at this and I said it could be one of two things. Maybe he doesn't really understand a lot about crypto. But this article, the way this article is being told, they are, and it's hard to see that they're being objective. Uh, but let me finish. They said many dyed in the wool Bitcoiners absolutely despise any cryptocurrency that isn't Bitcoin, arguing they are nothing more than a cesspit of speculative greed. This is what the whole friction with Casper, people who Casponians or whatever, Casparians, them versus the Bitcoiners. A lot of Bitcoiners, you're gonna see that clash because it feels like y'all coming after us. So we don't like you, Casper. That's kind of where you get there until they really start to learn a little bit more about Casper and realize they can coexist. And Casper, it does things better than Bitcoin. That's not to say Bitcoin is not still going to be the daddy, and the big daddy is always going to be up there. It's just that it does do things that Bitcoin was meant to do, and it does them a lot faster and with ease. So it says, and even though many American Bitcoin investors are going to throw their support behind Trump come November, voters should take a moment to reflect on what his crypto wallet tells us. Okay, then it goes here, and this is where I'm going to end it with you guys. It digs back in the past until it says this: just 3 years ago, Trump described Bitcoin as a scam and warned that he didn't like it because it was competing with the U.S. dollar. He did say that, and that was back in 2019. He wrote, "I am not a fan of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, which are not money and whose value is highly volatile and based on thin air. Unregulated crypto assets can facilitate unlawful behavior, including drug trade and illegal activity." Well, we know the regular fiat can do that as well. But I was trying to say I don't like, but they dug here and they found that, and I say, to someone, a beginner reading this, they'll read that and say, "Wow, crypto's doomed," because they're right. He did say that, so why would he be in favor of crypto now? Glad you asked, because I jump over here and I dug this up just for you guys. It says BlackRock CEO Larry Fink calls Bitcoin index of money laundering, and that was back in, get this, October 13th, 2017. Back in 2017, Larry Fink was totally, and that's all I really want to show you. Larry Fink was totally against. And for those of you who don't know who Larry Fink is, he is the CEO of BlackRock, the largest asset holder in the entire world. But back then, he also said that none of their investors had an interest in holding any type of cryptocurrency. And he was totally against it as well. If you really want to hold Larry Fink's comments up in 2017, next beside Donald Trump's what he said in 2019, you'll see how identical they are. So just with that alone, just that, just with that alone, you can see, okay, so why can't Donald Trump changed his mind? Larry Fink changed his mind, and they're the reason that we have a Bitcoin ETF as of right now. So when you look at stuff like that, you have to look at it objectively and say to yourself, huh, okay, well, how come he couldn't change his mind? You know, a lot of this, and you're going to see a lot of this as the election gets closer and closer. Again, I don't care who. I'm not. This is not political. This is all about crypto. And I think what's going on here is with the election coming up closer, and everyone knowing that crypto it is a part of this election. For those of you who don't think so, think again. That's a lot of votes. So how do you attack it? You have to change the cryptocurrency holders, the pro Bitcoiners, the pro crypto voters. You have to change their mind and make them think that no one is for crypto. So at least you can make them reverse their decisions. So I think that's what's going on when you look at articles or read articles like that, especially now. If the word crypto is in it, you have to go into it saying, wait a minute, I have my own opinions. And make it make sense. Make it make sense. So there could be a whole bunch of reasons that he doesn't hold Bitcoin because take me for instance. I'm a pro Bitcoiner. I don't hold any Bitcoin. But that's not why I don't hold any Bitcoin. I don't hold any Bitcoin because I feel like I am going to buy some, but I feel like there's more money to make right now in other cryptocurrencies coming altcoin season than I could ever make if I took and I actually bought a Bitcoin. That's what mine's about. Everyone has a story. Everyone has a reason. So you guys let me know down below. What do you think? Do you think this article has any legs? Do you think there's anything that pro Bitcoiners and different things should be concerned about with this? Or do you think it's just FUD? Let me know down below, guys. Till next one, I'm out.